1, 2, 3. Okay. I believe we are live. I hope, because, well, I still didn't manage to. Well, this is my third stream here. So yeah, today, to keep it short, because I don't have much time, just 1 hour or so, we are going to tackle an issue in the grammar kit tooling that we offer as a part of JetBrains IDE's plugin development journey. So whenever you work on language support plugin for our IDEs, you are supposed to define it somehow by describing its rules, grammar rules, lexer rules, and in order to do that, we are using GrammarKit, which is a plugin for JetBrains IDEs. Yeah, this is a plugin that helps creating plugins, which helps you understand how and if your rules are working right now in the IDE. So you can test it, play with it, edit, and, well, basically do all the BNF stuff that is required for this rocket science work. I'm not fluent in that, but I try to help people keep it maintained. And recently, so yeah, this grammar kit comes as a plugin for IDEs, but also library for JVM. So we are releasing it to Maven Central, and you can use it as a standalone kind of package, load classes directly from it, provide with some input data, and make it work, make it generate for you grammar and lexer files. But also to make life easier, as almost everyone who's creating plugins for JetBrains IDEs is using Gradle build system, we also have created a wrapper for GrammarKit called, guess the name, Gradle GrammarKit plugin. And recently we received an issue report saying that it doesn't really work well with our 2026.1 IDE releases. So this is still EAP, but some plugin developers already target 2026.1. And yeah, it's broken. A few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, I believe, hold on, I fixed that. I thought I fixed that, but apparently I didn't cover everything. And yeah, it's time to get back to this thing and fix it once again in a better, more thoughtful way, which I will just double check if the Twitch stream is currently live. Channel, yes, Twitch is live, YouTube as well, I believe. Okay. So how to do it and what is actually happening? So the original issue was raised by KMax, who well, provided with some Gradle stack trace, Gradle exception that his build failed with. And yeah, it was complaining that some classes were missing when running grammar kit mechanism that builds, well, generates lexers and parsers. I've reproduced that successfully, and yeah, we should work on that a bit more. The provided solution was kind of workaround. I wasn't really happy with it. I'm trying to remember which project I used. Probably that was my idea, git ignore. Let me just quickly confirm that, because it is using grammar kit. Come on. Okay. Where is my project? External libraries, scratches. I just updated IDE to the latest nightly. Okay, it's here. That was weird. So yeah, so it is targeting 261, so 2026.1 IDE. So IntelliJ Platform artifact. Here, okay, that's empty, good. And in Gradle, libs versions. Okay, so here I am also targeting the latest Gradle Grammar Kit plugin release. Hold on. Yeah, it's still scanning. Give me a sec. Okay, so that's that. If I'll just, okay, not this one, revert that to the previous version and run the generate parser Gradle task, we'll see exactly the same issue that Kmax had. Okay, it's configuring projects. Come on. Okay, enable to initialize main class ground. Okay, this is because of no class def found error. So what happened? Why suddenly, when targeting 2026.1, this stuff stopped working? Well, basically because I'll just make it full screen, zoom up 150. Basically because when running the generate parser task, we are, I'll open this Gradle grammar kit. Gradle grammar kit project. When we are running the generate parser task, so this Gradle task that we have defined in this Gradle plugin, we invoke through this stuff, because yeah, this is a Java exec kind of task. So we are loading here some main class that is coming from org IntelliJ grammar main, which is coming from this grammar kit plugin, this library published to Maven Central. And we are running some ant tasks. And yeah, it's based on the ant. We are executing this class from library, but it requires some dependencies. It depends on some IntelliJ Platform classes that are not delivered with this grammar kit library. Why there are no dependencies set there? Because we are not publishing it in the IntelliJ Platform as a regular dependency that has transitive dependencies you can download from repository, Maven Central repository. We deliver that as a one big batch of jars packed as a zip archive, for example, as regular ID you can download. So it is in your responsibility to provide all necessary libraries to this grammar kit lib to make it working. And the Gradle grammar kit plugin tries to solve that for you. So it has some access to the IntelliJ platform you develop. So here in IDEA Gitignore plugin, in build Gradle file, yeah, we are defining a dependency on IntelliJ IDEA in some versions. So in this case, 2.6.1 something. And the Gradle grammar kit plugin has access to this IDE dependency, but it's not loading everything at once. It doesn't load blindly all jars that are available with this package, because that would be a waste of resources. We will have to load several gigabytes of 2 gigabytes of jars into memory. Not the best idea. And when configuring this generate parser task, here in the extension, I need to, no, it's in not an extension but plugin. So yeah, when we are registering this task, we are defining a set of required libraries, required modules that are necessary to run this grammar kit library. So there is a long list here, and we are scanning the class path, your class path, your project class path, because all jars should be already there, available or not. Well, let's hope yes. That's why, but to run the generate parser task, we don't need to have everything in place, just a small subset. And this is a subset hard-coded here. So we are iterating through this number of jars, picking the one we think are required, and that should make yeah, that should satisfy this task. Okay, so connect right now. Okay, as the idea gitignore right now is failing with the old issue, I will connect sources of, not this one, Gradle, what was the name? Gradle grammar kit. I'll connect this project sources into this test project. And we'll check if this new subset works for this case. Okay, it's still importing something. But that's for ID, and I think we can run the task itself. It should work in parallel right now. Okay, it's building. Okay, it worked basically. Let's set a breakpoint maybe here. So we are looking for this class. Grammar kit plugin. We'll stop here yet before preparing the class path. Okay, why is that? No class. Okay, there is already something off, so my fix didn't help before. So we are still missing some ASM class visitor. Interesting. Because this should be, yeah, it's not stopping on the breakpoint because this part happens in a fork, not in actual tasks execution flow. Now it should stop here. Because we are considering now all forks, all kind of Gradle forks that are involved in the game. So yes, we are right now in the grammar kit plugin while still calling the generate parser task provided by this plugin. So this is the moment where the task is being configured. So yeah, we can stop here. It's still thinking. We can stop here and you'll see with which items it's dealing here. Okay, this is a file required libs. Okay, that wasn't the best idea. Let's stop here. Okay, so in the grammar kit class path and compile class path, we have a set of jars already loaded by the idea gitignore and this generate parser. So those are jars available globally to the task. Oh. Okay, sorry, technical issue. My key just went out of the keyboard. So yeah, we are to avoid loading some JFlex, etc. We are just filtering out stuff we are interested in. So we are analyzing the name of jar only. So this is a really dumb approach. And because 261 IntelliJ Platform 2026.1 introduced more modularity into the core platform, meaning not everything is already available in, for example, this app jar. We have to find required classes and load additional jars to make them available to this task's class path. The dumb solution was actually suggested in this thread as a workaround to include everything, all jars. Well, but this is far from being optimized. So yeah, as you can see, all jars. That makes the task working, but this is not a production ready solution, obviously. So my patch was provided, well, also as a workaround, so you can try it on your own with older Gradle Grammar Kit versions. And zoom in this one. So it's listing additional jars, adding them to the generate parser class path. But still, this is exactly the same list I released, so still something is missing, and we can solve it with in three ways. Add more entries here, but there is still a risk that in 2026.2 something will get broken again, and this is a constant firefighting. Yeah, including everything is not a solution. So my idea is to involve another player into this game, which is plugin verifier, because the plugin verifier is okay. This is another tool that we are providing for creating plugins and verifying that they are binary compatible with some IDE versions newer than the one you used for building the plugin. So it's all about compatibility checks. But plugin verifier also really it also publishes its internals, its functions as another libraries, Maven Central. And such libraries are already loaded into the IntelliJ Platform Gradle plugin to help building, well, collecting all the information about the IDE you are targeting when developing the plugin, and all available modules and dependencies between them. So eventually in the IntelliJ Platform Gradle plugin, you can be sure that all jars that you require for building this plugin are in place, are properly loaded, because the plugin verifier did all the work. So we'll do the same here in the Gradle Grammar Kit plugin to don't blindly guess what is required, but ask plugin verifier to prepare this list for us. Yeah, I think this is the best solution. The other option is to take this code from Grammar Kit, plugin into the IntelliJ Platform Gradle plugin, but that could be a breaking change because we'll eventually have to abandon this Gradle Grammar Kit plugin and make everyone migrate to the other solution. Yeah, a lot of work. So yeah, we have to start with okay, not here. We have to start with adding the plugin verifier dependency to our project dependencies, and we have none right now. So yeah, implementation, but not Gradle API. But I don't want to guess. I will just copy paste that from the other project. Yep, that's the thing. API, IDE, and IntelliJ. Probably IntelliJ will be enough. The common exclusion. This is a handy helper to exclude stuff we don't want to come to our project as a transitive dependency. And here, okay, libs IntelliJ. From the version catalog, let's pick version. Okay, I have 3. This one. This version is used in here. That's in library section. We don't have library section here. So plugins, libraries, IntelliJ. Structure. Okay, that should bring to us all the information. I mean, all the classes we need, probably. I'm not sure if we'll still need the base dependency. Come on, why so long? Maybe I don't have the best internet connection today, or because it's pretty lazy. Yeah, I have debugger still logging some something, whatever. Okay, we should have proper class already in place. So what's next? Basically, probably that's all. Let's generate parser. Okay, again, src main Kotlin here. Instead of doing that, so referring to other class paths and filtering out jars manually by their name, we need here to load the currently used IntelliJ platform and request for all required jars. Okay, so here, how to do that? We need to call plugin verifier, and that was already done somewhere here. I'll just dig around. As far as I remember, I did such stuff in the collector. Because here product info, product type, layout, or we just need the product info. Yeah, anyway, the method name was create IDE. Yeah, and that comes from structure IDE. So from plugin verifier library. So here IDE is create IDE, but it's not here. Why? Okay, that's mine. That's mine. ID configuration. No, that's not mine. It's from plugin verifier. Okay. It's structure IDE, not okay. So it's not IntelliJ, but come on. IDE. So the other library. We have that now. And yeah, as an input we need a platform path. So this is the path to the IDE we are going to use to load those jars from. And the Gradle Grammar Kit plugin works in two ways. First, you can configure the path to the IDE manually through the extension, as far as I remember. IntelliJ release, or that's no, it's just IntelliJ release. So this is a version of IntelliJ to build the class path for generate parser and generate lexer tasks. I'm not sure if that still works, to be fair. So the IntelliJ release. Where is it used? Out later. Yeah. Okay, so it's adding some dependencies available in IntelliJ Maven repository, but we have to focus on the other solution which is to work on the currently available IDE. Okay, the currently available IDE is stored in the IntelliJ Platform configuration, as far as I remember. Platform path, IntelliJ Platform configuration. So this is this repo, which is IntelliJ Platform dependency, which is that. So technically we can access this configuration from Gradle Grammar Kit plugin. Gradle Grammar Kit plugin. Yep, here. Two configurations. Do I have this here even? Okay, there's project tasks. Platform. Let's define it here. Okay, yeah. IntelliJ Platform configuration named. That's the one. And we need to turn this into a path object. For that I have this helper. Yeah. I will simply reuse that right now. Put it into utils. Internal platform path. We don't need this kind of diagnostics. This resolve platform path, that's also another helper. Yeah. That's also important because IntelliJ Platform archives come in different formats. That can be either .app on macOS or on Linux and Windows. There are also different directory trees. Okay, let's work on any solution right now. The deep resolve is also something necessary to satisfying Gradle cache. Let's try if this works in the first place. Platform path. What? Platform path. File collection. Okay. Files. What's going on? maybe I have to resolve that. To list. Get. Because this one accepts only the path, so yeah. Let's check, okay, if this already works. So again, we're going to the IDEA gitignore plugin. We have a breakpoint set here, and let's check if this will work. So now we have IDE object, which can provide us with all the necessary dependencies. Yeah, but okay, yeah, I think. Okay. So having this IDE object, let's check how it looks in this. So we already have IDE and dependency helper helps us to load. Okay, find plugin by ID. This platform path. Again. Probably this. Let's start with this. Why it takes so much time? I probably have to reboot my laptop. This very first time since, I don't know, several weeks. Come on. Come on. What is going on? Why it takes so much time? Once again. Yeah. So the class path created out of the plugin verifier already brings to us a lot. Let's check if we have everything that is here. So required libs. Required libs is 36 items long. Let's maybe check if we have everything here. So class path X. Okay, that's a set. Filter it name required libs any. Okay, let's name it like jar any. Jar name contains it. Okay, 154. Okay, that's probably too much. Equals 8 jar 15 only. So yeah. Only. So just a half of the required elements, but most likely some of those are already, well, some of those do not exist anymore because this is the code from quite a long time ago. Open telemetry. Probably some of those modules were also renamed to something else, and we don't deliver test framework. Okay, anyway, let's try adding this class path X list, a complete class path X, to the class path of the current task. skip this one. Okay, let's see what will happen. Okay, could not find. Okay. Yeah, we still need this one, right? Get class path. What was that exactly? Okay. Let's make it that way. Okay. Where do you live in? IntelliJ grammar main. Compile. Okay. Where is this class located even? Grammar kit class path configuration. Okay, this is pretty dumb mechanism, right? Okay, it's grammar kit stuff. Okay, this is really silly. Let's grammar kit class path config. Why it's not added to the class path? Compile grammar kit. So it's picking. Oh my god, this is so. That's silly. It's just. Come on. What am I doing? Okay, I don't think I will solve this too quickly. I'll probably get back to this story a bit later this evening. I need to leave my place right now. Yeah, something is off. So I need to locate this org IntelliJ grammar main. Class still added to the class path. Okay, probably this is just the grammar kit. Yeah. Let's make it really fast that way. I don't really understand why it didn't pick up the jar. Probably it's in compile class path. Okay, it's still okay. If it will fail, but if it will fail with the same, it didn't fail. Huh. Okay. So it didn't fail. It's actually working. Okay, that's unexpected. I thought it will take me hell of the time. So as the next step, I will just have to, in a better way, just grab the grammar kit jar out of this probably compile class path configuration. Yeah, put into the tasks class path. So here, because this is really dirty solution. Keep the com IntelliJ, so the main IntelliJ platform module class path. Yeah, we need to load this whole set of jars that way, instead of picking some random names over and over. So the new approach basically it should not fail, because from version to version, so 2.6.2, so 2026.2 release on or any other future IntelliJ platform release should return a proper jars list, thanks to plugin verifier and its mechanism of creating dependency tree, which contains all bundled modules and plugins required to make, well, IDE working, and in this case grammar kit libs working. So just by loading the main root com IntelliJ core module, we already have all necessary dependencies. Surely this should be also backward compatible. I need to check that still, for example, when targeting 2024 point something. Yeah, I'll probably test that in the evening, because now, as said, I need to wrap up and leave my place. So yeah, see you this evening. I think this is a great candidate to yeah, get quickly polished and released as a fix for the actual issue. See you later. Cheers.